Hey Pisces, how we doing? It's February 2020 and it's time for your love reading. So, I've already pulled out some cards here from the Hobbit deck just to see where you're at coming into this month in terms of where you are emotionally in terms of love and relationships, what has happened in terms of your love and relationships, and what you're looking for this month, at least as you enter February here. So we already have a couple cards out there. If you haven't, do check out your monthly reading for your sun, your moon, and especially your rising sign. That is up already. And do check out the dailies and make sure to subscribe, guys. All right, so let's get into this. Where you are at emotion. I mean, this is gonna be a read. I can already feel it. So Pisces, where you're at emotionally is Two of Cups reversed. You might feel on the outs of a relationship. You might feel almost even rejected. When the Two of Cups is reversed, it's like, I have this cup to give you and you have nothing to give me. So what do I do? There's been obviously imbalance in a relationship. It kind of feels like I thought it was this and now I'm feeling like it was all false. Like it was just a big misunderstanding. Like you don't care about me at all. Like there's nothing there. There's a lot of, it just feels bad. I can't really mince that one any other way here. Two of Cups reverse is a feeling of, wow, well, that wasn't real at all, was it? Or wow, why did I give you my heart so you could smash it? You know, it's that kind of feeling. Like, here you go. What is it? What is that song? I know it's a Christmas song, but it's like, I don't know. Somebody put it in the comments below. There's a song, Last Christmas. That's what it is. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, and then every next day, you threw it away, or something like that. And that's kind of what it feels like. It's like, oh my God, you just smashed that in front of me, or wow, okay, I thought it was this, and now I'm starting to feel like it's not at all. Where your relationships have been, Queen of Coins reversed. That to me feels very greedy, very selfish, maybe even very physically based. I'm very attracted to this person. You're very attracted to me. There's a sense of, I don't know, there's a sense of greediness with the Queen of Pentacles. And maybe some of you have dealt with an earth sign that you feel has maybe manipulated you for their own pleasure, for their own physical even pleasure, or to get something from you. I feel like I said that in a really weird accent for a second. But it's suspicious. It feels like somebody has used you. I can't get over the fact that you feel used. You feel like, wow, okay. So that's how it is. I see. I guess you didn't realize that I had real feelings. And that's the kind of things that I feel like you guys are saying. What you would like, though, Eight of Wands. And I knew this card was going to come back out because I always try to ask the decks, which deck wants to be used for each reading that I do. And this popped right out of it. And I was like, all right, you guys stuff to say. And I knew this card was coming back out. And it's because you guys have a lot to say in terms of this situation. You have a lot you want to communicate. And you really would like to see things progress. You want to talk. You want to... you just want communication with this person. You would like things to move forward. And for some of you, you want to connect. Again, you want to travel, maybe even to connect again. There is just this... I don't know, you really want things to push forward. You really want to talk. And I would say, and I feel like it's been coming out for so long for you guys to communicate, and I don't know if you have, because it keeps coming up, and I keep getting the feeling a lot of you have been pushing this off for a long time, and you haven't communicated any true feelings. So you're getting stuck in a place here where, again, you're feeling used, but have you even communicated to the other party here what's going on with you? Because nobody can read your mind, Pisces. You have to be reminded of that. I feel like at least once every few months is people can't read your mind. You and Scorpio have this thing where I can't read your mind, guys. We can't read your mind. I know you can read everybody else's, but they can't read yours. And sometimes it's best to just communicate about it, to talk, to have a conversation, face-to-face, one-on-one, even over the phone, whatever. But let's move on here. Let's continue. Let's see what's going to be happening this month here. First, I'm going to look at in terms of our energy and our goals toward love this month. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah. We're going to work through this, don't worry. Where are things going with you guys this month? Because you had a very nice love year. I remember in your yearly, it looked amazing. And if you haven't checked out your yearly, definitely be sure to check that out. It goes through the whole year in terms of astrology, specifically for you. I would definitely check it out for your rising because the houses and stuff will correspond most there. So check that out, guys. Oof. But your reading for the year ahead looks so filled with love and romance. And I feel, wow, Pisces. Truth needs to be set free for sure in this situation. Oof. Okay, we're gonna look at that in a second. Okay, oh, sorry, one more. I need one more for that one. Okay, I guess that's two more, but we'll take it. Okay, 3 major arcana are in your energy and theme for the month here in terms of love and romance. High Priestess reverse. I gotta say, when I get her, there's a lot of superficial, self-centered energy here. And maybe that's what you're feeling. I don't know. It kind of feels like you want to point the finger in the situation really bad and be like, you let me on, you did this. Like, why did you do this? You know, now that I'm seeing this, it's all your fault and it's not mine. And all that. But I have to say the High Priestess reverse is also your energy to me. Because you guys are known, again, to be those that seek out the knowledge, that go deep to figure out the mysteries, that kind of get entrenched in those mysteries, the myths, the unknown. And some of you could have gotten really stuck in the unknown, and that's where all this is kind of stemming from. You have to see the reality of it, bring this out into light, into reality. Look at this from a different perspective. When justice comes up, it's, you know, really asks you to not just see things in that Libran way of, you know, let's look at both sides of the story. Let's really look at the truth of this. When we take away the emotions, when we take away all the other things that entangle it, all the other little entanglements there, you know, you have to hold yourself accountable in this as well as the other person. You might be wanting to point the finger, but there has to be some accountability held by you for allowing things to get this way, for getting to this point. Judgment says it's time to make a huge change. The universe is saying, now that you're seeing the truth of a situation, or now that maybe you're coming out of this more deep in the feels, maybe even cutting people off in terms of, you know, living in a non-reality, living in a place that has become very dark because you're, again, I don't know, it just feels like you're deep in these mysteries and not really getting the answers that you want. So you're getting yourself all confused, and you're, instead of, again, talking about it, bringing things into reality, really getting the truth on it, you've been stuck in your head and, you know, again, in that Piscean way, swimming away from finding the true answers, from bringing it to the light, from communicating what you need to communicate here. You might even feel that this person, again, yeah, this greediness there's physical passion without love almost for some of you. I don't know why I'm getting that as well. But again, we'll see how this keeps playing out. We just talked enough about that. Let's talk about what's happening in relation to all of this, okay? And we're going to be pulling out some more, don't worry. But King of Pentacles and Five of Cups. For some of you, there has been sadness, maybe with an earth sign, possibly a Taurus. I mean, that's the King of Pentacles usually, but also it might be that somebody has decided, you know, you thought things were moving forward in a specific way, and suddenly things have become very rooted, stagnant still. The King of Pentacles upright isn't wrong, you know, isn't a bad energy, but it feels like you're trying to move something to a different level, and this person is very rooted where they are. And you'd like to be rooted with them, or you'd like to be rooted in this situation, you know, we'd like to get this going, but I don't know, there's something very sad here, and I'm going to take a look at it with some clarifiers. Yeah, for some of you, this definitely has to do with the Taurus. Wow, okay. Yeah, you really like things to move forward. For some of you, you're hung up on this person that is, again, I would say Taurus just because I got the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles, and to me, that's very Taurian energy. But also somebody maybe that, I don't know, they're very grounded. They're very much stable, secure in their own way, but not willing to, it feels like, make room for you almost. Not willing to allow you in. And so it kind of feels like you're mourning this loss of being able to take this to a level where we can celebrate a true relationship, where we can commit. There's this need, there's a desire deep down, even for those of you who might be even commitment phobes, and Pisces are not known to be the most committable types, but there is this need to really want to grow and have this romantic view of growing deeply with somebody. I'm not saying that you guys are like players or anything, but it's hard for you to make that decision and to put yourself out there to really enter into something without swimming away from it like 10 times. So whatever this is, it runs deep, these feels. And this came out upright, and yet it also kind of turned. So I feel that there is, again, this lack of true communication. It feels like there's no beginning for the success to happen. You want the passion back. You want to move into this. You want the new energy being thrown into this, but it feels like we can't really get on a roll, and that's what's underneath this. We really would like to. And if you do communicate to this person, it feels like that'll be fine. But if you're trying to push things with a fire sign right now, especially a Sag, a Leo, or an Aries, it's messy. It's very messy. Let's see what's happening here, because we get the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. And overall, this doesn't seem that bad. It kind of has me saying there's a very flirtatious energy there. But I'm kind of concerned about what comes up after it. So what's this about here in terms of what's happening? Wow. There's something that, I don't know, it's blocking this relationship. It feels like there's like something, and we'd really like to move into this. There is this desire to be like, you know, you light my fire, I want to go for you. This is, you know, especially physically, there's such a strong connection here. It's like, it's very intense, like physically and possibly even like sexually, there's a very strong connection. And yet this is what seems to be getting in the way, and like I can't really determine exactly what this is. For some of you, maybe it is third party stuff. Maybe you're in love with somebody that's with somebody else. Maybe there's, I don't know, there's some type of blockage here, and it's going to be different for all of you, and I don't want to make this reading a million years long, so maybe we'll do, if you want an extended, maybe we'll do extendeds. Maybe we'll start doing that soon. I have to figure out how to do that. But if it is resonating, maybe a private reading will help. But, and you can always get that with the description, information in my description box below. But what's underneath it is, yeah, that 10 of Wands. This is really oppressive. And I feel for a lot of you, it has a lot to do with waiting. For some of you, you can't do this right now for one reason or another. There's something in the way. Maybe it's you have too much on your plate right now. Maybe you're working. Maybe you're going to school. Maybe something, I don't know. Maybe this other person has something going on. But, you know, 10 of Wands, 5 of Cups, and 4 of Cups. We can't really move forward. There's a big gate there. We can't figure our way through. And 4 of Cups is saying you're not really willing to take the chance or do what you need to do to get out of this. We're at an unsatisfying place, and we don't feel satisfied with what we can do to move this forward. We don't feel happy with where we're at, and we don't really know, again, where to go. We're not finding the cup or the answer that's the way out right now, or at least we're not willing to see it. And with these bigger energies about it, you know, 4 of Swords, the Justice card, and the Wheel of Fortune, the truth will come, balance will come in time, and we might have to wait for a better time for this. the timing might not be now. And that might be what's so frustrating about this, is that so badly, especially right after this, you know, Three of Swords, we get two aces, and they're beautiful. It's the Ace of Swords, sorry, the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Swords. It's incredible, right? There's real new beginnings here. When you get two aces like this, what you are chasing has something. Or again, we're looking for something better. For some of you, it's like you got to let go of exes. You got to let go of past situations. What are you going to let go of? Because you can't keep carrying all this energy. Something has got to give. And when I get this, it's, again, I just feel like communication, bringing this up, doing what you have to do to let go, that either let this go or do something about it, has to be done. Because otherwise, this feels exhausting. So let's see here what this asks you to do in terms of your choices, your actions this month. You wouldn't even damn believe this, guys. Ace of Wands, you have to communicate this. You have to be the one to take that stick and hold it out, because nobody's, again, going to read your mind. If you look at it from the other perspective, if you look at this from where maybe other people are coming from, where the other side is, and again, you're going to know if this person is worth it or not. You might even have a few options, and you know which one is the one you really want. So why even bother with energies, people that aren't going to be fitting that bill for some of you? But they might be thinking negatively on what you're doing. You might be trying to manipulate the situation from a place where you shouldn't be. Follow your heart and follow what's natural in terms of communication. What is really right? If you were to look at this from the other perspective, what would you see? What would you see about yourself? How would you take it? How would that other person take it? Think about that, and then think about how you want to approach it now. How you need to change, because life is changing and it's asking you to adapt. It's asking you to shift, to really truly grow more aware in this place. Grow more aware of what's really going on, and aware of how your actions might actually be contributing to the whole situation here. Because in a lot of ways, for some of you, it just feels like this is all in your head. Nothing has actually happened, been said, that should tell you that this person is doing this or that. And especially so if they are a Taurus or an earth sign, it feels a lot, actually, at least like a Taurus. I don't know, if you're dealing with a Virgo, that we might have a different situation here. But the Taurus energy is good, and it's positive, and it's successful. It's happy, and it shows a lot of promise. But you, again, there's that Ace of Wands again, but it requires the communication. I don't think this person or situation is going to do anything unless they get the green light. They're not going to communicate with you unless they get the green light. And when you communicate, you're able to take this situation from a place of not knowing, a place of not being able to move forward, to this. A real love connection, the Lovers. Something really beautiful. Yeah, the Lovers can also mean a choice, and I do think that what this means is that, yes, you have a choice, but you also have three aces here. So I think that if you follow your heart in this situation, and with the combination of, again, looking at this from that different point of view, and remembering, again, all the shadow retrograde stuff, especially with Mercury in your sign retrograding, be careful on how you communicate. And it's saying, you know, again, but a clear communication, clearly just saying how you feel, what's going on with you, and maybe giving an explanation for all this, or saying what needs to be said, is going to give you that new beginning that allows you to truly connect in an amazing way, possibly with somebody you're truly meant to be with. Because the Lovers in this, I can't help but say, like, there is true, and it gave me such a feeling in my chest, romantic passion here, butterflies, falling in love. This is your person. So what are we questioning? Why are we so afraid to communicate? And why is it that you guys fear rejection so much? Because if that's really all you fear, I don't think you need to fear that, at least with the Taurus individual, or the more earth sign individual. Yeah, this is there it is. There's my soulmate card. And sometimes Six of Cups is a card of, you know, again, maybe someone nostalgic, someone coming back from the past, but it also, for me, is those past life connections. Feeling like you know this person, Like your soul knows each other in a way that like you can't even describe. Like you know this person's heart, they know your heart, they know your feelings. You might even have again that connection that only you guys can cultivate, which is like this strange psychic love connection where you just know. And if it's not now that you can enter this, if it's not now that you can come together, maybe you're apart for some reason, something's going on, know that this is, it feels quite destined, and it feels like you should take a chance on this and allow it to happen the way it should. But if you don't put yourself out there and say what needs to be said, then you're kind of letting this whole thing slip by you. But again, let me look at it if it's, you know, air or fire. Ooh, okay. Yeah, if it's an air or fire individual, 4 of Cups. That might be where we get those painful cards. And I don't know why reaching out to this other person. For those of you dealing with that Taurus or Earth sign, it feels good. Air, fire feels, wait for a better, yeah, it feels, I don't know, maybe you should think about where you want to take this first, because, yeah, that requires more of a, take a minute here. And for those of you who need to let go of negative, toxic relationships, really look at, again, what you're carrying into the future, what you're carrying into your relationships that you want, and what you need to release in order to let new love in. For those of you, again, who are hung up or stuck, you know, falling in love with somebody that you just, I don't know, there's a separation. It's like, it's going good, then all of a sudden it's like, you guys swam away. And you guys tend to do that, right? 2 fishes swimming in a circle, you kind of chasing tails. But if you were to stop and look face to face, maybe you could get some real answers. And again, I can't really say yay or nay on all these things, but for me, this indicates, because again, I'm reading for a whole group of you with all different placements, and it's a general reading, but I would say communication is key this month. Communicate what you need to and do what you need to do for you, even if, you know, you're not coming across the way that you feel, even if you feel like you're not going to come across right, you know, stop, think, again, pause and really look at this. Really look at the truth of it, really look at it from both sides, angles, and assess how you need to approach this moving forward to get to where you want to go, to give this a chance. Ooh, okay. Wow, Pisces. Let's pull some oracles now. All right. It's popping up here. Love for you, Pisces. Oh my God. Pay attention to the red flags is the first one popping out. Some of you do need to pay attention to the red flags. Past life relationship. I feel like there's a couple different situations for Pisces here. For some of you, it's like you are terrified to enter some amazing relationship, or you're terrified to state your feelings about someone that you feel so strongly about, like it's intense. And again, if they're not earth sign, it's like this is somebody that you feel you could marry. So again, don't get too stuck, because I know I keep saying Taurus, but that's just like, it's just the energy of somebody that's very stable, very secure, you know, somebody you might want to build a life with, and also traditionally the Hierophant sign. And the King of Pentacles. So that's why I kept saying that. But again, this is somebody that feels very, maybe again, physically attractive, also spiritually, mentally attractive. Like you really, again, connect with this person in a way that you can't describe. And there's, again, just such passion with double Ace of Wands as well, the 6 of Cups, the Lovers. Like, this is a very intense connection here, Pisces. And like, for those of you who are feeling that with somebody, you're going to know. If you don't feel that with somebody, you're also going to know that that's something that you have to let go of and walk forward and open yourself up to something new. So that's that situation. But again, if this is somebody that you know in your heart, in your gut, in your mind, like all of it, it's like you have this feeling and you just know. And you're right. You're 110% right. This could be the one. For that person, this could be the one. So yeah, we got a couple situations here. But for those of you in that one, there is such a level of passion and attraction there, and just something psychic, something unsaid, something unknown. And I would say if you can, try to put some words or something to it and present this. Do what you need to do. Open yourself up to this at least. Okay? And try to communicate. If you want communication in that situation, you're just going to have to do it, okay? You're just going to have to do it. All right. Anyways, Pisces, those are your messages. Thank you so much for all of your support. Have a wonderful and blessed February. Good luck with your love situations. If you want to book a private reading or a private love reading, all that information is right below this video in the description box. Check me out over on Instagram. We have fun over there. And make sure you're subscribed and check out your yearlies. Definitely check out the yearlies. Have a wonderful and blessed month, guys. Namaste.